Well, back again for another video. So, you may have heard last night, or early this morning, there was another terrorist attack on a tube train in London. It's getting so common. Europe's just done. I used to want to go to Europe, parts of Europe, specific places. Not anymore. It's done. I mean, Europe is gone now. There's just no point in going there. There's no point in trying to save that place. I'm almost ready to give it up on the United States and Canada too, from the Muslim invasion. But, hey, yes, we're just going to have to live with it, like Sadiq Khan says. It's just going to be part and parcel of life in the 21st century, unfortunately, because nobody's going to do anything about it. The individual that wants to do something about it is criminalized, demonized in society. The individual that actually, wants to go take up arms and go preemptively round these people up and get them out of the country, or, the alternative to that, it's incitement to violence. It's, hate speech. So I guess I'm just, right now, engaging in borderline hate speech, for putting forward the idea that maybe it is justifiable to defend yourself against a group of people intent on conducting civilization warfare against you. But, I mean, that's ludicrous, right? It's just absolutely stupid and asinine and insane. Why would anyone want to do that? I mean, you should give them flowers and hug a Muslim. Alright, so enough of that. You know what I really wanted to talk about today is white supremacy and white supremacists. Okay, now, I've been called a white supremacist. Frankly, I don't know what that means. I mean, I used to think I know what it meant, or knew what it meant, but I have no idea anymore. These days, I'm thinking that it's simply the fact that I happen to be white, or look white, and that's what makes me a white supremacist, just being white. So I'm kind of confused because the vast majority of that anti-fascist group called Antifa, who appear for all intents and purposes to be the epitome of fascism themselves, are largely white. So, I mean, how is it that I can be a white supremacist but they can't? I'm confused. Well, anyway, so in other news, now there's a big to-do over Johnny Cash's cover of Tom Petty's, one of Tom Petty's songs that was apparently used
moved in about 4 minutes
as a theme song. Thank you. That was Yahoo. In case you were wondering what that noise was, I was just on the page. Yahoo has begun to simply run advertisements on its front page. And the audio comes through whether you want the advertisement to run or not. It drives me nuts. But anyway, I was checking out that page. One of the articles has to do with this white supremacist website that I'd never heard of before called Stormfront. And apparently it used Johnny Cash's version of a Tom Petty song that is somehow... well, anyway, long story short, I guess Johnny Cash and his family are suing these people, ordering them a letter of cease and desist so that they'll stop using his version of Tom Petty's song on their hateful white supremacist website, right? And the article goes on and on about the suit and about how hateful it is and how evil these Stormfront people are. And so I thought, well, you know what? Maybe I ought to check this out. I mean, after all, I'm a white supremacist, so people tell me. And so I probably ought to be on that site, and find out what all this is about. Well, lo and behold, that site doesn't exist. Their domain registrar yanked them back in August. I mean, come on. Don't tell me I'm a white supremacist and point me in the direction of all these millions and millions of white supremacists and all these radio shows that are supposedly hate-filled white supremacist radio shows, and then yank them before I can get to them to check them out. And that's another thing. Where are all these millions upon millions of white supremacists? I'm supposedly a white supremacist, but I have yet to meet a single one. I don't know where they are, and I've genuinely looked. I've scoured the internet for these people. I can't find them. I mean, no, I don't like the KKK. I'm not going to go look at the KKK. I don't care about the KKK. I mean, in my mind, they're so few that they're just completely irrelevant and insignificant. And besides, they're owned by the Democratic Party. Yeah, you Dems. Yeah, you guys started them. You guys still own and run them today. You know, Democrats. Yeah, you. You leftist Democrats. You're the ones who own the KKK. I can't stand them. I don't know how much different they are from white supremacists. I don't know if they have, like, parallel philosophies or similar ideologies that go between them. I don't know if they share ideology. I don't know. I want to find out. So, where are they? Point me to one. Like, name one white supremacist radio show or website that I can visit to see for myself if me, as a white supremacist, follow their ideologies or subscribe to their ideologies. I would like to know. I am genuinely interested. Well, so far, I'm having zilch as far as luck goes. I can't find them. If they're all over the place, as the left claims, you would think that by now I would have run into at least one or two, even going grocery shopping. You would think that I would have run across some of their websites by now, or their radio shows by now. I mean, I would think that if this stuff is so pervasive and so offensive and so hateful that people are that terrified of it, that I'd be able to find at least a trace of them somewhere, right? I can't find a trace. Like, where are these white supremacists? Am I the only one? Am I all those millions upon millions of white supremacists? Because I don't have a radio show. I don't have a website. Where's my radio show? Where's my website? Where's my books? You know? So, if I didn't know any better, I would say the left is completely fabricating all of these white supremacists. They're making them up. They're figments of their imagination. Well, the only thing that tells me better is the fact that I'm white and I keep being called a white supremacist. I am supreme. Yes. Doesn't really feel much different than just being a normal white guy, to be honest. I got up and made myself breakfast this morning. I eat steak and eggs for breakfast. Oh my God, that's racist. Sometimes I eat toast and jam, too. Is that a little more flowery and, acceptable than steak and eggs? Because, toast and jam, that's, tea and crumpets. And steak and eggs is too masculine. And we can't have any of that. No masculine white man. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's because I have maybe a mere semblance of a little bit of masculinity left over, and I'm white. Combine those two facts together, and that must be why I'm a white supremacist. Well, I'd like to meet some other white supremacists, if you please. You tell me they're all over the place, yet I can't seem to find one anywhere. So if you could just do me that favor, let me know where to look. I'd appreciate it, because so far, I think the left is full of shit. I don't think there are any white supremacists left over, and if there are, they're probably in prison. So, you tell me, have you ever met a white supremacist? And if so, where can I meet them? Where are all these radio shows? Let me know in the comments section below. Provide some links, because I'm genuinely at a loss. I keep hearing they're everywhere. It's all over the media that these white supremacists are everywhere, and yet I can't find a single one. That just seems a little odd to me. Doesn't it seem a little odd to you? Well, if you think I'm just not looking in the right places, please direct me to the right places so I can check this stuff out. Yeah, I'm skeptical. I want proof that they exist. Thank you for watching.